Hello there, and welcome to another episode where we revive one of our vehicles that we love and adore, but we don't show it very well because we leave a lot of them parked and unloved, even though they're in our hearts. This is our 1978 Datsun 280Z that Aaron bought when he was 16 years old. He met me when he was 17, asked me to be his girlfriend when we were sitting in this car in 2001. Literally, how is that 25 years ago? What the heck? We built it for our 10-year wedding anniversary. We did the full restoration. Not to say that it's like a professional one, because it's not, but it was featured in Hot Rod magazine and on the SEMA showroom floor. This car's seen cool stuff. And we'd really love to get it running for this event that we have coming up in Wisconsin called the Iola Car Show, but we don't know. We're having fuel system issues with it and have had these issues for years, so we're gonna tinker with it. It may end up that we get this one running instead, which it already is running. We have a new EFI on it, but Aaron stabbed the distributor a little bit off, so it's not running great. It is a pretty quick little study there, and then detailing it. You guys know better than we do because you clicked on this video. You probably know which one we get running.
So we've got the fuel gauge here. This one is just old and leaking fuel and all causing problems. So we're going to put that in there, and that'll give us a starting point to try to get this thing fired up. What happened, we took this to the house and we had it in the garage, and we were like, it's going to be really nice to drive that on Sundays. And backing it in the garage, it died. And I thought, well, it's got an inline fuel pump on fuel injection, and they're notorious for going bad. So I threw a fuel pump in it, and car wouldn't start, still was acting up, and then we sprung a big leak at this fuel gauge here. So might have been that we had some issues, but we'll get a gauge on it, get the fuel pressure built up, see if we've got the PSI we need, and then just start diagnosing. We'll see. There's a lot of computers in this thing, so who knows?
This is a 5.3 LS. We custom built 180-degree headers for it, so the two center manifolds cross over and exit with the opposite collector, so it sounds really cool. It's got individual throttle bodies, the stacked injection that we think is so cool, and it comes up through the hood. So it's got a really unique look.
Yep, we had a custom camshaft made, and so it's got the sound that we want. It's got Patriot stage 2.5 heads, which was the old Cathedral ports that they ported out and stuff like that. It was early, mid-2000s hot rodding. So it's a pretty spicy little engine, you know, for a lightweight car. It's got 370 wheel horsepower, 6-speed. It's a lot of fun.
Yep, we've got a T56 behind it, and yeah, it's a really, really fun little car.
Verify, ground, positive. 12.1. Let's see if this fuel pump cycles. I hear it. There goes the gauge. Let's see what that gauge is reading.
Just under 20 PSI.
Yeah, that is not enough. Cycle it again. It needs to be around 50. Okay,
it's not moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit the button to make it cycle.
I hear the water pump. Going up. It's about 32 PSI now.
Okay, we'll try it again.
Okay, up to 60.
Okay.
Dropping back down.
Okay, so that's what it's been doing.
Yep.
It'll crank, and then it'll just stall like that out of nowhere.
Yep.
And we didn't lose fuel pressure, right?
No, I mean it was up between 50 and 60 when it was running. Now
Okay.
it's sitting just above 40.
So
like
let's
42.
do it again and watch that gauge very closely.
Okay. It's about 54, 55.
That's That's plenty.
50 right now.
So what is making it stall? I'm gonna do it again.
It wouldn't be a ground issue, would it?
Yeah, it could be. In here I'm watching it's got the fast XFI on it, and the coils will like light up and like everything goes off and then comes back on after it dies. So I think what we'll do, we'll just clean those battery cables and just kind of trace some things back. We know the battery's bad, but we've got a pretty good jump on it right now, so we'll do that and see if that's causing it, because it acts just like you turn the key off.
Mm-hmm.
Very hard to know if that's telling me anything. I'm gonna try to rev it up and see if it'll keep running. That's weird. So you can see the screen is doing what it's supposed to do. All the numbers look good. Fuel pressure is good. AFR is good once it gets running. Voltage creeps up to like 14, so I know my alternator's working. That box over on the side, the XFI box, maybe you could tell me what those numbers are doing. When that top red light goes out, that's when it cuts out and dies. So I don't know what's happening. There are a lot of ooky spooky ghost things that happen in computers that I don't understand. So what I'm going to do is just throw a brand new battery on it. I've got one on my other Z car right over here, and that car's sitting right now. So we're going to put the new battery in it just to make sure there's not some voltage drop that I can't see, and to just eliminate that. So it's the first step, and hopefully it fixes it. Probably won't, but we'll try.
I know a whole bunch of you have already commented about the 57. We know. We want to get back to it. We really, really do. We adore this car. In fact, it's so important that we didn't want to rush through it just to get episodes out fast, which is what we have with YouTube. Like, we do weekly drops, so we did not want to rush this project. What's really exciting is we just closed on that new building. So the plan is to take this car over there, have a bay for it where we can slowly be making that really slow intentional progress on the metal work, because that's the step we're at right now. It's like boring body work and metal work to make it straight and nice. And it doesn't make exciting episodes, but I know it's part of the build and we got to do it. But once we get it over there into the shop where we're working all the time, we're going to be able to make progress on it and then get you guys episodes out once we do all of the unglamorous, laborious work that doesn't make good episodes. So that's the plan. Don't give up hope.
This one's tucked.
Yeah, I remember this one being really joyful to get in.
Yep.
Hold this back for you. Good job, good job.
Okay.
Didn't even graze the fender.
Oh, this is not a dual post.
Oh shoot,
That's
we
not
need
gonna work.
posts on both sides
Yeah,
for all the electronics.
Yeah, with these electronics, you kind of want your starter running on main lugs and then all the sensitive electronics on side posts. So
Dang.
we got to go get a battery.
Okay.
I remembered I just worked on that truck and it had a new battery. So we're going to borrow it because I don't want to buy a new battery if this car is going to sit here another 3 months. It'll just go bad. So try again.
Battery shopping in our own yard.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, my battery and tire bill would cause most people to have a heart attack. all the cobwebs. Live data. Okay, that battery's only showing 10.9 volts. I'm looking for something that may be amiss. Okay. It's not giving me a throttle position sensor percentage. That's staying zeroed out. That's interesting. So I'm looking to see if I have any vacuum leaks, and I've got that little guy right there that vacuum cap broke off of, so I'm going to replace that and see if that helps. Okay, that one's replaced. I've got another vacuum here that runs the fuel pressure regulator. Let's see. It's around the engine up to here, and this kind of looks like it just doesn't look right. Kind of moves around, so we'll see. I'll try to crank it there and see if that helps, but this one goes from the intake over to this, and you can kind of see right there it just seems kind of loose in there, like maybe it's deteriorated or something. I don't know, we'll see. So this car doesn't idle off the throttle bodies, they stay shut all the time. It's actually got an idle air valve in there that lets a certain amount in so it can idle. And if that gets messed up, it could really confuse the computer, so we'll see. Get my data pulled up here. Okay, that wasn't it. Anytime I give it any throttle, it shuts down. Fuel pressure staying good. Yeah, so I just pulled this vacuum off that operates the fuel pressure regulator. I think the way that works is the more vacuum it pulls, it feeds it more fuel pressure. And when I pulled it out, it broke. It's just all rotted. So I put me a little cap on it. At least we'll eliminate the possibility of a vacuum leak. So what's happening is if you have a vacuum leak, it is pulling more air in there than the computer knows about. So it really doesn't know how much fuel to give it in order to make it idle. So by eliminating those, that should at least help us out.
He's tinkering with the vacuum hose that goes from the brake booster over to the intake.
Yeah, that could have blown out while sitting, so I'm going to plug that, but I'm going to test this first. That's still good. That tastes like gas, though. That doesn't seem right. So I'm going to plug that off.
Coming from the intake, so could be some fuel issue with that.
Yeah, it may just be the nature of the business. I don't know. I don't suck on vacuum hoses very often.
The fumage in the intake.
I'm not experienced as what it should taste like.
Go ahead.
Don't forget, I'm a diesel guy. We don't have vacuum. This is all just me trying to figure stuff out because I like hot rods.
I will say that when we met and he was driving this car, I was obsessed with it. I was like, this car is so cool. And he's like, you know, it is, but it is my menace. He has had problems and issues with the wiring and the sensors and all the junk on this car for his whole existence of knowing this car. So this is not new. This whole like struggle with the Z car thing.
No, well, we changed the heartbeat, we changed transmission, rear end, we've done everything. And it's still just like one of those things that pokes you. So it's a love-hate for sure.
Yeah. I mostly just love it. But I was the one driving this car when it started messing up, and I was like, I'm watching the air to fuel ratios. They're kind of all over the place. It's wanting to die. Like, it would just die when I was going down the road, and I would just put it in gear and drop the clutch, and it would just be like, you know, start again. And I'd be like, all right, whatever, girl. Like, we're going places. But finally, it got so bad that made it inoperable. So, got to figure it out.
So we've eliminated all of the external vacuum sources. It's all plugged. So we'll see what happens. I'm noticing when it's running, my fuel pressure's up to like 70 psi, which is too high.
Yeah.
So maybe it's over fueling. I'm not seeing that on the AFR. But let me tinker with that pressure regulator because we did put a new pump in.
We have a friend that we met a long time ago when we did this build. He worked for Edelbrock, Fast, Comp, those guys, and he is just an amazing brain and awesome at diagnostics. So we just sent him a little video. Okay, we're gonna try that, Chris, because you rock and you're amazing. Key on.
When it would actually start up, my fuel pressure was going up to like 70 psi, but I've got it set at 45 at startup. So we'll go to master. Okay, so we have on the TPS volts, go ahead and put your throttle down. So our volts are going up, but our percentage is not.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, that's to the floor.
Yep.
And then off.
Yep.
Yeah. Throttle position sensor.
0%er. Cool. Let us know what you think.
He pointed out that the TPS percentage wasn't moving, and we kind of had said, yeah, we noticed that the voltages were the TPS voltage was moving, but not the percentage. And he was like, turn the key on and operate the throttle. So we just did that, and we sent that to him. So we are thinking that most likely the throttle position sensor might be out. So we're tinkering with that now. So he's just done a little bit of cleaning on the throttle position sensor there to see if we can get any kind of different action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's right now. I'm not expecting great things.
Right.
We're not getting anything. We unplug it. It's got a little spring clip on it.
Okay, it's unplugged.
Okay. Now we got an error message, so plug it back in.
An error message is good. Plugged in.
Which would indicate that our wiring is correct. Okay, the code that we got was TPS voltage low.
Okay.
Yeah. We're getting nothing on percentage. I'll go ahead and try to start it, but yeah. So what's happening is that TPS sensor is offline. So when I go to give it throttle, this is a mechanical throttle body system. So it's opening the butterflies. It's not a drive-by-wire, so to speak. So when I open that up, it's just choking it for fuel because the computer doesn't know that I'm opening that throttle blade.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Alrighty, we have a game plan.
Yep, we talked to Chris Ryan, super good guy. He said, you know, that thing's been down for a while and it probably lost its tune. which kind of makes sense. So we are going to go buy a PC because we're an Apple family, and a cable, and download the software and see what's in there. And if we have to, reach back to the guy that tuned it 10 years ago it was, I guess, see if he's got the tune. If not, Chris is going to help us get it tuned up and ready to go. So I think we're going to get that laptop, get that thing retuned, and then we'll be able to drive her in the trailer, drive her out in her fancy little spot so you guys can come see it.
All right, we got us a cheap laptop.
Yeah, the cheapest one they had was, they didn't have it here. So we got a $450 one. So I'm here at the shop for Emily. She was at the gym, had to run and get some groceries and stuff like that. And I got the app installed. It has been a very long time since I've messed with this stuff. I believe it would have been 2017. So that's 9 years since I've messed with any kind of tuning or anything like that. And even at that, I didn't know what I was doing. With the help of Chris Ryan, he kind of walked me through some of it. We were able to get a bass tune in that thing, get it cranked up enough to pull on the trailer and go to an actual tuner. So we're crossing our fingers that we haven't completely lost our tune, but we won't know until we get over to the other shop, get this thing plugged in and see what's there. Best case scenario is we plug it in, the tune is still there, and we reset that TPS sensor. Worst case scenario is I've got to call Chris and he walks me through setting up some kind of bass tune in the car. So again, I can get it running, drive it into the trailer, drive it out, park it idle, let you guys look at it, have fun, take pictures with the car. And then when we get back from that trip, I'm either going to go to some kind of course to learn to tune because it's something I really need to know how to do, or I'm going to take the car to someone to tune it on a dyno and stuff like that. But this is a big step in moving forward with some of our more modern cars that have fuel injection on them. I really need to know how to tinker with those, especially with all the road trips that we take, because you know, it only takes shorting out a battery and wiping that computer and then I'm stuck on the side of the road. So this is not something that I want to learn, but it is something I need to learn. So we'll just see how the day goes.
Well, we are back at the little shop, and yesterday while Aaron was tinkering with this car, I was spending time getting the shop kind of tidied up, and it feels so good to walk in and have it feel nice and fresh. Our doors don't seal, so when the wind blows, it blows leaves and trash and junk and in here, and so it gets it nasty, but it's feeling fresh, which is real sweet because I love this little shop. I love our big shop, but I miss this little shop. Okay, Aaron is plugging our ECM in because we got a cord last night, and Aaron's, as y'all know, been working with the laptop this morning. What's it gonna tell us? Oh my gosh.
Oh, there it is. Click.
Good job.
Thank you. Oh. You go to the chiropractor now.
You look so legit with your laptop, dude.
Well, I'm not. So, if you're watching this video and you're thinking you're about to learn how to tune a car and all that, that's not what this video is about. If you want to take something away from this, you should take away that you should not be scared to learn stuff, because that's what we're doing right now. We're going to learn something new.
It is not 3 p.m.
No, this is a new computer. You guys know how to turn one of these on? Oh. Okay, let's power on. Oh, I heard a ding.
That fuel pump sounds pretty funny.
Yeah. Sportsman sample. Okay, how do I find if there's a tune in this car? I really don't know how to do it. I'm literally just clicking through things.
I was just thinking, I wonder how many of you know how to do this and are like going to be yelling at the screen or typing what's that word that implies fast? Rapidly typing. Going, this is how you do it, this way you should, because sometimes when I see us suffering in our videos, when I'm like, golly, we didn't know what we were doing, and that's tough to watch, but this is one of those times. But at the same time, like Aaron said, this is meant to inspire y'all that you can do stuff when you don't have any knowledge of it. You just start and the info comes together. And I also know that we can reach out to our buddy Chris Ryan. It's great to have folks that know stuff, and he's amazing, so we'll probably be reaching out to him very soon. But Aaron is rocking it over here.
I'm trying. So we have our communications. The obvious thing to do would be connect. COM open filled. Now let's unplug. So at least the computer thinks we're getting something plugged into it.
It's been roughly 47 minutes. But Aaron just said, okay, we're in. Yay. And that's just to connect the ECM to the computer this whole time. Mm-hmm. You guys haven't been suffering, but he's been suffering, and it's quite warm today. It's like a sauna in here. But Aaron's a freaking beast. He's awesome.
At least we're connected to the car now. Okay, so yesterday when we were working on this, we could see that our TPS volts would increase, but our TPS percentage would not increase. So we're going to go to sensor calibration, TPS, auto calibration. That was off a minute ago. I turned that on. We're going to do OK. Then we're going to cycle the fuel pedal. I can see on my computer my TPS percentage is going up.
I wanted it here too.
I'm all the way down. It's at 97, 98%.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if that did anything, but
well, it wasn't reading, and now it is.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I was opening a new data log. I was wanting to
just like save your work.
Well, I was wanting to just be able to see what's going on. We'll look at this and try to start it.
Dang.
That battery charger is not doing it. Let me bump some more juice into it.
It's not on crank up. It's on...
Yeah, I don't want it on crank up.
Yeah, we don't want it to boil this thing and zap our ECM. Oh dear. Much better battery life.
Okay, still trying to die.
Oh, we're reading TPS percentage now, though.
Yep. Okay. Okay, so what do we have here? Here we've got no fuel pump, and our fuel pump spikes until over here, but we flatline right in here. So one thing that Chris had us do is go in and check the engine parameters. So I went into the fuel tab, injector tab, and it showed me that it was 8 cylinders, 325 cubic inch, which is probably what I would have put the 5.3 at. And so it appears that some of our baseline data is still in there. So I'm just going to try to log a little bit more and see where the anomaly is. Battery's low again. Okay, we got to get some juice in this thing before we do anything else.
Y'all, we just cranked it up after having the battery charger on the car for a while. We just kind of were doing stuff around the shop for about 20 to 30 minutes. Was our whole problem voltage?
Could be. It's not the whole problem. Obviously, we had a situation where the TPS sensor wasn't working. Yes. We got that reset. Then we were trying to crank it, but our voltage was low. I just plugged it in. I was just going to run a log, just see what the sensors are doing. With 12.7 volts fired up, and it's running now. So I was kind of hoping it would die so I could see what was happening, but it hasn't. So I'm going to give it a little throttle and see if we can upset it. said we go get a brand new battery for it. That log is beautiful.
My gosh.
If you hear that rattling noise, that's a clutch. It's got a twin disc clutch in it, so it just kind of rattles. I do have a hesitation. We need a little more fuel when I initially flipped the throttle, but that's always been there.
Wow. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I remember how to save this thing. I think. So I save, yes. Station's going. I'm just gonna go from nothing to flat footing it and see how bad it bogs.
Okay. That was pretty good.
It hasn't done that in years.
Yeah. So that used to like just fall off.
Yeah, that TPS sensor's been offline for no telling how long. I mean, just all the way down with the pedal. That's how it's supposed to run.
I love the way these 180-degree headers sound. To me, they sound so unique. It doesn't sound like normal LS sounds. It's really cool. Okay, this is great. I'm ready to go frickin' for a rip.
Yeah, I think we need to go
Why
get
do you laugh at me?
We need to go get spark plugs, a battery. We got air tires up.
Oh. And
then we should go straight to the gas station because I don't know how much is in here. And what it is in here has sat for about a year, I think.
Do you know what, guys? This car was where we had our first kiss.
Right.
In 2001.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's been 25 years.
This car is the car that taught me that I was going to be stuck in this life for a long time because it abused me and abused me and abused me. And I kept going back for more and trying to fix it. I was like, yep, I must have the bug.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, and it's running again.
All right, let's do a crank. That's how it ran when we first built it. It does need spark plugs though. I hate the sound of that clutch. Needs to be used.
I volunteer. I'll use it.
Yeah,
I'll use it.
These are fantastic clutches. They're easy to push down. You're not gonna pull through them, but they're a little rattly. Twin discs in there with these pucks, and is what it is.
Well, dang, we have some hope for this car. I mean, I've always had hope for it, but I have a lot of gaps in my knowledge as to how to actually fix it. And Aaron would say, well, he does too, but I know that he just has a whole lot more confidence jumping into things like that. But dang, that was a lot of learning with the laptop, recalibrating the TPS and then seeing that maybe it didn't save and looping back and recalibrating it once we got it running, getting that voltage up. Dang, I mean, like, this thing seems like get some plugs in it and do some general maintenance that hasn't been done in so long. I think we got a car again.
I think it's good. We've got our plugs here. They're black. I don't know why that happened. Probably because that TPS sensor has been offline for a long time. We did, I believe, 2 power tours in this car. We put a lot of miles on it. And then somewhere along the way, it started that stumbling thing where when you light throttled it, it would just kind of not go anywhere,
and die.
And then it would take off. This car's real jerky. It's lightweight for the horsepower. So it would cause this it's just uncomfortable to drive. So we had to let it sit around because of that. And then the fuel pump went bad when we took it home to our garage, thinking we were gonna drive it on Sundays. Fuel pump went out there. And then the battery probably had a dead cell in it somewhere. So it was showing voltage, but it wasn't getting enough. I couldn't see any of that until I'm in the computer watching the wave when it's running. So now we've got all the data. It's running again. The stumble is gone because the TPS is doing what the TPS is supposed to do. And I think fresh plugs, a brand new battery, and we're gonna have a car again.
Dude.
Which means you guys get to see it if you come to Iola, which is really cool.
I'm so pumped. As I was cleaning, I found this, and Aaron's just looking at it. Oh, this was from when we built it.
Yeah, this was
in 2017.
2017, yeah. So, engine LS2, nope. Junkyard 5.3 because we made a mistake. T56. Yeah, there's the clutch I was talking about. It's a little rattly. Yeah, we did a lot of work on this thing.
Yep.
This is an early list because I ended up going aftermarket brake system. Yeah. There's a lot of things that changed on here, but yeah, pretty cool.
So great. The backside. Oh my, this is the detailed version.
Yeah, that's the backside of that list. Vent wheel.
Oh, this is my car. I see install supercharger. That's GTO. Look, it says install new map sensor. Text Chris about part number. See, we've been texting Chris a long time.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yep.
That's funny.
Isn't that crazy?
Heck yeah.
Yep. Done a lot of work to our girls over the years.
We have done a lot of work for a lot of cars.
That's so true.
Yep. That was a shell when we started.
Yep.
Oh, let's go get some pluggies and wrap this up because we got a trailer to build.
Battery. Oh yeah. Part store run is done. Huge shout out to our friends at O'Reilly. Man, we love our little local parts store. All the folks in there are so sweet and we just appreciate them so much. So we're about to go back to the big shop and Aaron's gonna drop me off there and I'm gonna jump in Fiona because I have a facial scheduled for this afternoon. It's, what time is it now? 3 something?
3 o'clock.
And my facial's at 3:30, and so I'm gonna go do that, and I'm really excited about it. I rarely do stuff like that for myself, but our boss lady, accounts manager, we were talking last week, and I was like, man, I'm just tired, and I was complaining to her a little bit, and she was like, Emily, I'm gonna book you a facial, so it's really sweet, and I'm gonna enjoy that. And so Aaron is going to go do plugs and stuff by himself. Poor guy, he's gonna have to film himself. He's just, you know, but he does such a dang good job.
We'll figure it out. I'm just gonna put some plugs in it, make sure that the settings I changed with the computer stay. Make sure I don't have to reprogram anything, and then tomorrow Emily will go over there with me and we'll get that car over at this shop. We just pulled up at the new shop, and we'll start the process of getting it cleaned up. So yeah, everything's good. It's a Monday. I'm
so freaking excited that Zen is back with the living. Like, that's huge.
Yeah, and it's running good.
Amazing. All right, well, I will see y'all tomorrow, and Aaron's gonna keep on progress.
Okay, so I got those spark plugs in. All of them were fouled. They were black. I could see they were firing, but they were very dark, and they've been getting too much fuel for too long. So we got the new plugs in. I'm gonna hit the key and fire it up. I've not switched the battery because we went to the store and that was on charge. So that is a new battery that I put in the Bronco a couple months ago. So hopefully it took a charge and it'll be good to go. When it did start up, I was showing 13.7 volts, which means the alternator's working. So let's fire it up and see what we have now. It is sounding really good. I'm gonna plug the laptop back into it, make sure all of our settings are the same, nothing's changed, and save that stuff, unplug it. Then we're ready for Emily to come over tomorrow, drive it to the shop, get it cleaned up. So exciting having this thing back on the road. Love it. Okay, should be saved now. Let's go make sure it's still there. Okay, got it on auto. Let's fire it up, see what we're working with. So that all looks really good to me. I don't totally know what I'm looking at. I can kind of see what the sensors are doing. It would take somebody with a lot more knowledge to go in there and actually fine tune all this, but the car is running great, better than it has in many years. It's firing up easy. It's idling smooth. I have no complaints. The goal is to get it in the trailer, get it out of the trailer, let you guys come see it, and then we will do some fine tuning on it once we get back home and start driving it. There's another issue with this car. The rear end has seen better days. It's howling super loud, and I don't know if you've driven one of these Datsuns, but you're basically sitting on top of the rear end. It's right here at our back. So we need to get one of those in the mail or rebuild this one or something, but that's a long ways down the road. I feel good. We have a car now. We can clean this up, make the trip. So it is time to get back to the other shop and get finished up on that trailer.
Well, we're back at the little shop, and Aaron just said, all right, let's say hi to the camera and then see if we were imagining this car actually running yesterday. Like, was it just having a random good day, and then today it's going to be like, actually not?
Yeah, that might sound pessimistic, but I've spent like 27 years with this car, and I would work my butt off, get it fixed, everything's perfect, come back the next day, and it's like, yeah, not so much, loser. So we'll see. We're going to fire it up, see if it runs. If it does, we're going to put some air in the tires. I just checked the coolant and the oil. Everything's beautiful, clean, and topped off. So if that all works, I say we take it over to the paint bay and do some pressure washing and get this thing ready for the road.
Amazing.
I mean, ready for the trailer.
Right.
Yeah.
Ready to pull up into our fancy new red trailer.
Yep. I need to fix my door handle. The linkage came off of it.
That require removing the door panel?
Yes, that's why I haven't done it. Because those little clips may break. Fuel pump sounds healthy this morning. Voltmeter showing my battery's fully charged. We'll double check it on here. Yep. Okay. Fingers crossed. Okay. I think we got a car. Just a little twisty on the distributor. I don't know if it's right, but it seems to be happy.
Now I'm getting tire pressure in this here car.
It clearly needs some adjusting and tuning. It's idled at like 1500 and the computer is commanding 700 and my idle screws backed all the way out. So there's stuff that isn't right. Not a big deal. We can fix it. We just need time to fix it. So, but it's moved.
I am positively itching to detail that freaking Bronco. Oh my gosh, it needs a cleaning and a polishing. That old original paint, it's so junky and it gets really chalky easily outside. And she's been outside for too long, so she needs some love, but damn, that thing's an awesome truck. Sheesh. And I love Donna back there. All the things. Last tire's full of air. Ready to rock and roll.
Surprised they're still round.
Parts of them might be flat. Custom hood prop removal.
Yep.
That was overkill.
Maybe. Okay.
I love this.
It is Tuesday. We have a big party at our house on the 4th of July. The whole family's coming out to the lake. So we're doing a lot of that stuff on the weekends, or on the nights. So we have basically 3 days to get that trailer ready and get this car ready. So I think we should go to the other shop.
She likes me.
Oh yeah.
All right, I just made it to the shop. I'm parked over at the old saddle shop that's across the street. Aaron's gonna be here soon. He was gonna pull Betty Boop Bronco inside the shop, so he's taking a little bit longer to get here than me. I would say the car is still running a little choppy. She has a little bit of sputtering, but that's all stuff we can play with now that we have a laptop and we're tuners. Good stuff. Time to do one of my favoriteest things. Clean a car I love.
Which happens to be one of my favorite things, when she cleans a car that I love. It's great. It just works out perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is cool and all. Keep the water out of the cylinders. But we're missing one. Dang it. Pray for that one cylinder. I'll say that Dawn dish soap does a pretty dang good job brightening that tire lettering. That is so cool.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up now.
All right, the car is clean and it feels so nice to have her all spiffied up. The next step will be loading the dang thing in the trailer. And we have a ways to go in the trailer currently, but this is gonna be a separate episode. I'm gonna jump over and work on the trailer with Aaron. And I'm so excited to have that thing connected to Optimus Grime and be flipping that sweet back door open and driving this car into it to head to Wisconsin. It's gonna be awesome.
Spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up.
Of course, Zen would die right there when we're about to load it in the trailer. Aaron says no fuel pressure. We just put a little bit of fuel in it. Could it have run out? Or is it being a turd bird? Oh dear. Meanwhile, Roxy's like, really, guys? Really?
Yeah, fuel pump's not doing shit. Not even thinking about it. And this car, it's in the absolute worst location. I gotta lay in the road to get to it. I guess I need something to lay on.
It's like, you can't imagine it would be a loose wire because it was running great when we got it and pulled it in to wash it. A little shade so you don't have sun on your face.
Trying to find the fuel pump on here. Put the keys on.
Make sure the keys on. Yes, this is crazy. Got the car jacked up. He's about to put a power probe on the pump.
Okay, key on.
Okay, key is going on. Key is on.
Okay.
Yeah, that fuel pump should be making sound.
Yeah. Okay. Key off.
Key off.
Cycle it again.
That's off. On.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to take this wire off and test it independently. Will you bring me that small 1/4-inch ratchet set that Chloe's got over there?
Yep.
I don't have time to mess around with finding a socket. So I think maybe our new fuel pump went out on us. This thing is brand new. We put it in there and haven't driven it at all. When she turns the key on, we're getting about 12 volts to the pump. We're getting about 10 volts to the pump. It should be about 12, but if this fuel pump is internally shorted, it will drag that voltage down. So I'm going to unhook it, then test the wire itself independently. Would have been a little bit nicer if it did this in the shop, not in the driveway, halfway in the road. Okay, we got 2 volts there at the wire. So go ahead and cycle my key.
That's on.
That's 12.7. Off.
Off.
Okay. So the only next question is, are we getting ground? And it sure seems like we are. It's very difficult to see up in there. Dadgummit, I think that pump's gone. That thing is brand new and it is hot as a firecracker. All I did was drive it over here to go in the trailer. This is crazy. I'm gonna try to manually turn this pump on.
Can we turn the key on?
Nah, I'm doing it with the power probe. I can hear it just clicking and it just tripped my breaker on my power probe. That pump's done.
That's nuts.
Do we have anything else with the inline fuel injection fuel pump? I don't think we do.
There's one in the back.
It would be like me to carry a spare fuel pump. I'm pretty sure it's at the house. I saw it in the, oh, maybe we did throw it in here. Well, it looks like a brand new one. I bet you I ordered 2 because I know how these inline pumps are. Wow. Old Aaron was looking out for current Aaron. Got it.
You kidding me? You're gonna have to switch that out?
Yeah, but we got one, so who cares?
Yeah. That's the spirit.
I'm so glad that whatever I was thinking back then, I thought, I know that pump's gonna leave me stranded, so I'm gonna get 2. That is nuts. I wish I could say that that wasn't predictable, but if you're doing fuel injection on a car, do not do an inline fuel pump if you plan on driving the car. It's a bad idea.
Shall I get you some jack stands?
Yes, jack stands would be a great idea. I should have done that already. I was just rushing around. Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's fine. This goes straight to the bottom of the tank, so I need something to pinch this line off with. Yes, a pair of vice grips. So Emily's phone overheated, so whatever you saw last, we don't know what that is. But it is almost 6 o'clock. We were supposed to be gone at about 6 a.m. It is 6 in the evening. Oh, here we are. It's all right. We're healthy. Got a little money in the bank. So life's still good. We'll get there when we get there. Oh, I really need to get back into yoga. My body hurts. Wish I had a heat gun to show you guys how hot that thing is. It's unreal. That's funny.
What?
I got squeezed up in there, then my screw came out. I couldn't get that screw out, for the reason I was doing it that way. If you've ever wondered what Emily and I were like as teenagers and what we were doing, it was this exact thing. She was hanging out while I was working every single day trying to make this car run and stay running. It's not much of an exaggeration. Okay. See if this thing will do anything off the car. I can feel it clicking, but it won't spin. So that was definitely the problem. All right, let's get it. Come down. Okay, 62 PSI.
All right, I just walked from the office to get the phone. This one's Aaron's phone. Both of our phones overheated while we were loading. We kept trying to go back. Yeah, we had them positioned in the shade. They both overheated. You didn't get to see us load Zen. Tried to use one of the phones to load all the merch, to film it. Nope. Our phones are allowed to take a break when they're too hot, but we are not.
No. We just need to pick a pop and move on.
Oh, I need one.
Yeah.
Merch is loaded. Our little generator is loaded for running the AC when we stop tonight. If we stop tonight, it's already like 7 p.m. I don't even know what time it is. Zen is loaded, strapped down, and spare tires. I think we are ready. Do you think you're ready?
As ready as we're going to be. I think any more repair is going to happen out on the road.
I pray no.
Hopefully
Okay,
not.
so we've really earned this one. Okay, let's freaking do it and put the door up.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. We had such an awesome adventure from Texas all the way to Iowa, Wisconsin in Optimus Grime, our amazing 359 Peterbilt. If you want to see those adventures, that episode is in the Optimus Grime playlist. I invite you to go watch that. It also shows all of the fun we had at the Iola Car Show that week. Datsun was a total hit with everyone, and that meant so much because this car means so much to us. We love you guys so incredibly much and cannot thank you enough for liking and subscribing and watching every upload. We look forward to seeing you on the next episode. See y'all soon.